Billy Boulevard with puremaduro.com for cigar pairings, leafandbarrel.com for the first and only line of cigar fashion. Today we're going to be completing the third installment in the Lancero series. I'm proud to bring to you the Tatuaje Black Label. Pete Johnson has always been on the cusp of the American palate. He's one of those blenders that has situated himself to always stay at the helm of what the American cigar smoker wants, and that is a powerful cigar, a spicy cigar, a full-flavored cigar, full-bodied cigar, but also complex, balanced, and smooth. He focuses a lot on the smoke quality. The smoke quality of his cigars is through the roof. That when you bring in the smoke into your mouth, the flavors are riding a very rich, dense, and moist smoke. It allows you to immediately register those flavors and just tee off on them. One of my favorite cigars, make no mistake about it, the Tatuaje Black Label. So let's take a quick look at this cigar. It's beautiful, just gorgeous. Milk chocolate wrapper. I mean, the hue of it is just a perfect milk chocolate. Not too dark, not too oily, not very toothy at all. Very balanced in between the fingers, well packed, no soft spots. The seams are extremely tight, all right? It's very hard to discern the seam from the body of the cigar. Always the minimalist label of a Tatuaje cigar. You know, this guy doesn't have to fool you with a label to draw you into thinking that he's making a great cigar. He produces a cigar that you would smoke without any labels on it whatsoever. Triple cap, extremely neat. Listen, we're gonna have to check the box on the construction because it's done by the Garcia family, which is about as good as it's gonna get, especially in terms of cigars that are being mass produced. This is just an absolutely gorgeous cigar by all accounts. I've had it before, I've reviewed it before. This one's slightly different in terms of its dimensions, but it still fits within the confines of what we would call something in the Lancero series. Now, what makes this series special? The Lancero series is special to me because it defines the contrast between a cigar aficionado and a cigar connoisseur. The cigar aficionado is just a passionate smoker. That's pretty much all you have to be considered a cigar aficionado. Passion. Passion is something that you can obtain very quickly. And for a lot of different reasons. However, a cigar connoisseur is someone that is an expert judge in the matters of taste. And when it comes to cigars, an expert judge in the matters of taste will have to recognize that when you're burning a cigar, you're not just burning some tube or bundle of tobacco. You're burning a wrapper, a binder, and a filler. You also have to understand that these three components of a cigar are not created equal. The wrapper defines a higher percentage of the flavor profile. The wrapper redefines what the cigar is. If you have a particular cigar with the same filler and the same binder, you can have a Criollo, a Habano, a Maduro, and an Oscuro wrapper, and that redefines the cigar. So the wrapper is it's simply responsible for more of the footprint of the flavor. So with the Lancero, you get more wrapper. The larger the diameter of the cigar, the less of the input of the wrapper and the more of the input of the filler. And then secondly, the more the input of the binder. So when we're talking about Lanceros, we're talking about getting the most succulent, the most expensive, the most fermented, the most definitive aspect of the flavor profile up close and personal. For a Lancero to be good, it has to be from a wrapper that can carry the cigar. The wrapper has to step out there and carry the cigar. Every cigar that is in the form of a Lancero is not going to be a great cigar. It might be, in most cases, it will be better, but in a lot of cases it won't because some wrappers can't carry a cigar. The cigars that I have chosen for this particular series are cigars that do have a wrapper that can actually carry the flavor profile. Now doing a Cuban cut today, we're using perfect cold draw, perfect cold draw. The first draw starts out with a lot of fullness in the body. I will admit it's a little charry right now, but you know, I'll be honest with you. The first draw means very little to me. I really don't know what's going on with the cigar until I get about right here. The reason why I say that, I've lit up a lot of cigars. First draw was horrible. Cigar blossomed into being one of the best cigars I've ever smoked. I've had cigars where the first draw was incredible, turned into one of the worst cigars I've ever smoked. The first draw does not mean that much to me. However, when I get a first draw and it's perfect and it's good and it's full and it's already creamy and it's already showing me a little bit of flavor, that's a special cigar and it bodes well for the rest. But I don't use that first draw too much as an indicator of what I'm about to experience. Very woody. I'm not getting any ammonia. When I tasted the cap, I got nothing to let me know how well fermented the tobacco was. But right now, the smoke quality, aside from the flavor, the smoke quality is great. It's dense, it's moist, the draw, fluent, and rigid. It has that, you know, that gas in the clutch in terms of how fluid it is and how rigid it is. You don't want a cigar that just burns up and disintegrates too fast. You don't want a cigar that smokes too slow when it's plugged. You want a cigar that allows you to easily regulate the smoke. That is a hallmark of perfect construction. As you can see, the cigar is burning well. It's early. Starting to get me a straight line. We'll see, especially as we get a half inch in. I'm wearing the Rustic Urban cigar shirt. This was designed basically for you to be able to take some elements of a rugged type of, outdoorsy type of a shirt, but flaunt it on the urban scene. It has olive green buttons, a perfect accent for the background. It has this denim accents here. Of course, you always have the hidden collar buttons. The collars always stay stiff. That way, when you're leaning back into that cigar chair, the collar never has to be out of position. The accents continue down into the sleeve. And of course, you have my patented pockets. These are 3 pockets. They hold 3 cigars with separate slots. Each slot perfectly keeps that cigar humidified within a window of time when you go into the cigar lounge and you don't know what you're going to be doing in between. You never have to carry a 3-finger, you never have to carry a herf. You just walk in the lounge with your cigar shirt, done. Very early into the first third, and the cigar is already performing. I like for a cigar to bloom and blossom early. I don't have to wait on the goods. If I do, fine. I'll appreciate them more when I get them, but I really like getting a great flavor profile up front, bright and early. That's what this cigar does. So now let's look at how the ash is holding. There you have it. That's not something that I use to evaluate construction. A lot of people do. I don't care if my ash gets to 4 inches or 5 inches. I only care that it holds to about this extent and it's not constantly dropping on my shirt. I really don't care about that too much. You will find people who have these ash holding contests where they smoke upright. They're smoking like this, and they're trying to get that ash as long as possible. It's cute, it's fine, but it really means nothing. Again, this is a video for the cigar connoisseur. We kind of separate ourselves from the bullshit. All right, now, another thing, I might be indicted for the fact that this is not a quintessential 7x38 Lancero. Reason being is I've already reviewed the Tatuaje Black Label Lancero proper. This is a review of the Tatuaje Black Label small diameter cigar in the Lancero family, but not quite a Lancero. However, what do you still get? More wrapper, more wrapper, more wrapper. That's all we're concerned with. Great cigar though. Spicy notes, milk chocolate notes, coffee notes, espresso. An incredible fullness of body and flavor. It just goes full blast right up to the line, and then it dials it back before it turns harsh and charry on you. Smoke quality through the roof. It's time for a retro hail. Incredible cigar. You want a superior cigar? Tatuaje Black Label. Go for the Lancero 7x38. More wrapper pronounced in the flavor profile. The Harlem Whiskey Festival cometh July 11th, July 12th. Harlem, New York City. Come on out. I'm going to be there. Everybody who is a whiskey connoisseur, a whiskey aficionado, will be in the place. There will be a special cigar pairing. Make sure you're there. You can get your tickets in the URL below. It's going to be in the description for this video. You're not going to want to miss this, people. This is going to be an incredible event, especially for my New Yorkers out there, especially for my people in Connecticut, especially for my people in New Jersey. Let's do it. Getting a little dark for the sunglasses. So listen, we're going into the last third. The cigar, the draw remains perfect. No issues there. Extremely fluent. This will forever be one of my favorite cigars. Complexity. You start out, you get these milk chocolate notes, they're kind of mild, and you get those little coffee notes, those wood notes. And they start to exchange dominance as you go from the first to the second to the last third. But you're always just left knowing that you had a special experience with this cigar. Now, this is not something that you got to go to the mountaintops of the Himalayas to find. You can find this on a number of different websites. And I'll try and include those in the descriptions. If you're looking for an elite Lancero, Toro type of a cigar, this is where you need to land. Now, I'll reiterate again. Harlem Whiskey Fest coming up July 11th, July 12th. Also, please be sure to check out the Leaf and Barrel Cigar Fashion blog. It was voted one of the best cigar blogs of 2016. I think they looked at the top 30 blogs. I made the top 30 spot. I want to post a little bit higher this year. I'm posting a lot more often. If you're at a cigar lounge, you're looking for something interesting to check out and read, short little tidbits, videos, things of the sort, go to the Cigar Fashion blog at Leaf and Barrel. That's leaf-and-barrel.com. Billy Boulevard, over and out. Ease up, 2017. We are fully into cigar season. I hope you're enjoying your backyards. I know I am.